hero. They make you dangerous.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
The last 20 years of my life have been a lie.
You want this back? Come and get it.
Wrong choice, asshole.
Building on the success of the first 2 seasons, the animated superhero series Invincible promises to be even bigger and better in Season 3. More news has come out regarding the production process of Invincible Season 3, even before Kirkman took the stage at NYCC to give his cryptic hints. So, here is everything you need to know about Invincible Season 3. Based on the comic book series of the same name by Robert Kirkman, the show follows average teen Mark Grayson, Stephen Wen, who lives in the shadow of his superhero father until he begins to develop powers on his 17th birthday and discovers his father's dark legacy. Offering a subtle and nuanced look at superheroes, Kirkman's Invincible comics were the perfect fodder for an original series as comic book movies and franchises continued to dominate box offices around the globe. The first season of Invincible was met with overwhelming praise from critics who applauded the show's crisp animation, strong writing, and excellent performances from the likes of Wen and co-stars like J.K. Simmons. With Invincible Season 2 introducing a multiverse and timeline changes going forward, the season has kicked into another gear without losing much of the charm and witty commentary that made the first 2 seasons so successful. The latest update regarding Invincible Season 3 comes from Robert Kirkman himself, who announced that the upcoming 3rd season will feature more stars from The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman created The Walking Dead comics back in 2003, and the 2010 adaptation helped launch the celebrated comic creator as a bona fide force in TV. Several notable Walking Dead stars are already in the cast, including Stephen Wen, who is most famous for playing Glenn in the ongoing zombie franchise. The announcement, which was made at the 2023 New York City Comic-Con, seemed to suggest that Invincible Season 3 was far beyond the planning phase. In the panel, Kirkman mentioned that Season 3 is very far along and hinted that the show's 3rd outing would be even bigger than the 2nd. Cryptically, Kirkman teased fans by saying, "If you think the cast expanded for Season 2, just wait until you hear who we're getting in Season 3. Kirkman didn't mention who exactly, but he definitely stated there may be some more Walking Dead alums at some point. Even though Season 2 of the show is fresh in the minds of viewers, Season 3 of Invincible has long been confirmed by Amazon Studios. Amazon jumped on the opportunity to renew Invincible even before the show's 1st season had run its course. Therefore, in April 2021, the series was given an additional 2-season order by the streaming giant, which guaranteed it through Season 3. Though its future after Season 3 is still unknown, the multi-season renewal is a testament to the popularity of Robert Kirkman's animated superhero epic. While Robert Kirkman's announcement at NYCC seems to suggest it is close, the fact of the matter is that Invincible Season 3 has not yet set an official release date. Predicting a release date for an adult animated show like Invincible is somewhat tough because of the unusual release schedule in the past. Season 1 debuted all the way back in 2021, but it took another 2 years for Season 2 to finally materialize in November 2023. Fortunately, it is most likely not going to take that long to finally get Season 3 when keeping Kirkman's teasers in mind. In July 2023, Kirkman revealed that the voiceover work for the 3rd season had already been completed, which means it was done before the SAG-AFTRA strike began in July 2023. While many shows have been hampered by the strike above and the adjacent WGA strike that was resolved in September, Invincible Season 3 doesn't seem to be one of them. With all that to be considered, the earliest that Invincible Season 3 could reach Amazon Prime Video would be in the latter half of 2024. Though voice acting is critical, the most difficult and time-consuming aspect of any animated series is the animation itself, and that could take quite a while to complete. Since Invincible is known for its slick animation, Kirkman and the company aren't likely to rush things at the risk of delivering a less than stellar product. Besides the fact that Invincible Season 3 is definitely happening and that the voiceovers are already complete, nothing has been announced regarding who will be in the show's cast. Since the series revolves around Stephen Wen's Mark Grayson, aka Invincible, it can be assumed that he will be back to reprise his role. Similarly, mainstays like Sandra Oh will likely return as Mark's mother, Debbie, and JK. Simmons could briefly reprise his role as Omni-Man. Much of the cast will depend on what happens throughout Season 2, but there are a handful of supporting roles that are likely to return, such as Zazie Beetz as Amber, Gillian Jacobs as Atom Eve, Walton Goggins as Cecile, Melise as Duplicate, Jason Mantzoukas as Rex Splode, Ross Marquand as Immortal, Carrie Payton as Black Samson. One thing that is certain about the cast of Invincible Season 3 is that it is going to continue to expand with new characters and guest stars. The inclusion of more Walking Dead alums seems to suggest that the cast is going to grow even bigger, though the size and scope of these roles are unknown. Voice acting isn't as demanding as on-screen performing, which means many of the aforementioned secret guest stars could actually be in much larger roles. The story for Invincible Season 3 is kept under wraps for the time being, and that is likely due to the fact that it would spoil the events of Season 2. Invincible has followed the comics rather closely thus far, but there is no telling where the series will go as it pushes into the future. In an interview, Robert Kirkman implied that the show would go in new directions in the future when he said there may be episodes in future seasons that are wholly original to the show and written by me. Though that suggests that the show could take a sharp left turn at any moment, it won't likely deviate too far from the central themes of the comics. Across its 144-issue run, Invincible explored Mark's growth as a burgeoning superhero and picked apart what being superior really meant. How many seasons it will take to actually tell Invincible's entire story is unknown, but Robert Kirkman has expressed interest in bringing everything to life on screen. In a previous interview, Kirkman assured fans that the release of Invincible Season 3 won't take as long as Season 2's 2-year wait, since the cast had already completed their voice recording prior to the actors' strike. Kirkman cited that the show's difficult animation process and large scale as two factors that contribute to the second season's lengthy hiatus. We have so many characters and so many settings, even in just one episode, that we're really kind of pushing the limits of what can be done in animation, he said. So it takes a long time to make it. But it also takes a long time to learn how to do it and figure it out, because we're doing a lot of things that you don't necessarily do in animation. Among other bits of news regarding the series, a post from the Invincible Twitter account stated, Season 3 voice recording is complete and will help ensure that there won't be as long of a gap again. Other topics in the tweet include the mention of Atom Eve special, and that the first 4 episodes will start on November 3rd, followed by a short break. The break was confirmed by series creator Robert Kirkman at San Diego Comic-Con's Invincible panel, where he also teased that after watching Season 2's beginning episodes, the audience would understand why such a brief halt to the season had occurred. Kirkman also sheds light on what series protagonist Mark Grayson will be up to, saying that Mark will be finding his own way now that his father, Nolan Grayson, is not mentoring him. Prime Video recently dropped the teaser for the second season of the animated series Invincible at the San Diego Comic-Con. Following the teaser release, it has been revealed that the series' 3rd season's voice recording has already been completed. Invincible tells the story of 18-year-old Mark Grayson, who's just like every other guy his age, except his father is, or was, the most powerful superhero on the planet. Invincible latest Season 2 stars Stephen Wen, Sandra Oh, Zazie Beetz, Gray Delisle, Chris Diamantopoulos, Walton Goggins, Gillian Jacobs, Jason Mantzoukas, Ross Marquand, Carrie Payton, Zachary Quinto, Andrew Rennells, Kevin Michael Richardson, Seth Rogen, and J.K. Simmons. Season 2 was released on Prime Video on November 3rd. Season 3 is yet to get a release window, but fingers crossed. And that's all for today. Can we expect a long-running live-action series of the animated series, just like The Walking Dead, in the foreseeable future? Comment down your predictions for Season 2, and we will pin the best. Don't forget to like and share the video. Stay tuned by clicking the bell icon for more.